Vector product of two vectors. Till now, in previous class we were discussed scalar product of the two vectors we have studied. Now we are going to study vector product of two vectors. There in the result we got scalar as an answer, means magnitude only. Here in this, while you are doing this product, you will get the result in a vector form only. That's why this is we call vector product of two vectors, or also called as cross product. What is that? Cross product. That symbol is this. We will use cross symbol, into symbol for this. Okay, that representation I will tell you. First of all, what is a cross product or vector product of two vectors? Let me tell you, there are any two vectors in any plane which are making an angle theta with them. The product of those two vectors is equal to the product of magnitude of those two vectors in the direction of sine angle. In the direction of sine angle, which is perpendicular to those two vectors or perpendicular to that plane. That is, let me tell you here, vector product of two vectors. I have considered vector P and vector Q. These two are in the same plane. Between them angle is theta. Product of these two vectors is magnitude of those two vectors in the cosine angle, which is perpendicular to this plane. Which is perpendicular to this plane. That is in this direction perpendicularly. That here I am taking as R vector is a perpendicular to these two vectors. R equal to P cross Q. So vector product of two vectors P and Q is the product of magnitudes of P and Q and of the sine of the angle theta between them, that is formed as, or that can be expressed as R equal to P cross Q. The other way, in terms of magnitude, we can write very clearly, that is R is a, since it is a resultant vector, okay, that is we will write P modulus of Q sine theta, and at times we will write n cap also. This n cap always indicates the direction of unit vector, in which direction this vector is acting, the resultant vector. Okay, resultant vector not is a perfect word here. The cross product of the two vectors, that is P cross Q, is acts in which direction, that can be denoted with this n cap. N cap is unit vector here. Okay, so cross product is simply the product of two vectors is equal to magnitude of two vectors in a sine angle, or that is which is perpendicular to the plane of the two vectors, that is this. Okay, means in this direction cross product is acting. Okay, this is all about the cross product definition. Now cross product, how it will be usually. Let me tell you here few properties of the cross product. Properties of cross product of vectors. Before going to discuss properties, I need to tell you a small cycle, that is vector I, J and K. When you are seeing these three I, J, K, if whenever you are doing the cross product with I with J, then you will get the vector K. If you do the cross product J with the vector K, then you will get the I. This is in a clockwise direction. If you do cross product K with the I, K cross I, you will get the result as J. But if you do J cross I, you will get opposite direction, minus K. So with respect to that, the cross product, we can explain the most important properties. I cross J gives us K. J cross K gives us I. And K cross I gives us J. But if you do in opposite, that will become minus. Let me tell you, J cross I j cross I minus k, and k cross j is gives us k cross j minus I. If you do j cross I, you will get minus, j cross I minus k you will get, and k cross j you got minus I. But if you do k cross j minus I, j cross I minus k. Next, one more thing is that k cross j I, here one more thing is that I cross k is gives us minus j. So this is all the vectors which are perpendicular orthogonal case. The cross product gives the maximum result, but the vectors are in the same direction will not gives you the maximum result. That we will check now. Before that, from there, with respect to that, we have some properties. What are those properties? In dot product, it was commutative, a dot b equal to b dot a. But coming to here, in this case, a cross b not equal to b cross a. Why it is so? Because a cross b, let me tell you, I cross j, you got k, but j cross I, you will get the minus k, right? So therefore these two are not equal. So that's why it will not follow the commutative property. But it can be written as a cross b equal to b cross a in terms of cross product, that is equal to ab sin theta, because here modulus of two products we have taken. That's why we can able to write in this case. Okay, this is a one formula. Now it is distributive also. How? Dot product is also distributive, this is also distributive. A cross of b plus c. I can do cross product with the b, a cross b, with the c also, a cross c. So it obeys the distributive properties. Now cross product, in this also there is a self cross product, there is a self dot product, but there the self dot product gives the maximum result, but here self cross product gives the null vector, because we know that the vectors which are in the same direction, if it gets cross product, a cross a, modulus of a in sine 0 degrees. Sine 0 value is 0. Okay, n cap, that is indicates the direction. So sine 0, 0, therefore this total product will become 0. Means the vectors which are in the same direction, let us say I cross I, if you wanted to do, okay, that equal to 0 in a case of cross product. But in dot product, they are parallel. Since it is a cosine angle, so I dot I equal to 1 there, but here it is 0. So on that base, we can write this clockwise method and anti-clockwise method of orthogonal vectors, which gives the vector nature as a output. Now this is a self cross product. Let us discuss here a small numerical example numerical with respect to cross product. Usually here to get the cross product, we will not do simply multiplication, we will do determination method. Let me tell you here example in cross product. There we have discussed work and all. Sir, in vector product of two vectors, which are the example? Basic example is that usually you will get in rotatory motion, that is torque. Okay, torque tau equal to R cross F. R is a radius vector, F is a force. Okay, this can be also written with certain angle. R tau equal to R F perpendicular. F perpendicular in the sense RF sin theta. Okay, F component. In the component of F, this is acting. Same here also in the component of R also can be expressed. R perpendicular F means R sin theta into F. Finally, you will get the cross product of two vectors only. But the representation in which direction it is acting is most important. When you are representing, obviously we will use a unit vector. This is magnitude equal to 1, nothing but it shows the direction. Okay, on this base one numerical. Let us say torque, usually if this is a coordinate axis, in the sense from the origin O, force, action of force takes place here at perpendicular distance r. At this position the force is exerted. Okay, force and this are perpendicular, and action is taking place here in the rotatory motion. So R cross F, then turning effect or turning force is taking place about the origin. So that nothing but these two are in the same plane, in the sense perpendicular to that this will act. Okay, so with respect to this here, force component like that we will see, but when we are discussing about the torque concept, it's so clear. Now just we will check how the cross product will exist. Let us say force vector 2i plus 3j plus 4k, and displacement radius vector 3i plus j plus 2k. These two cross product, how can we do? There is a method of determination. What is that? Determinant finding. Determination. Okay, in matrix you will find. So tau equal to R cross F, that is like this. I'll take I component, j component, k component. Let me write first F. I component is 2, j component is 3, and not component, coefficient 4 for the k, and same force vector 2, 3, 4 we have taken here. Same way for the radius vector, for the I 3, for j it is nothing is there, means 1, and here for the k 2. Now how to do the determination method? There is a method. First, while we need to measure for the I, we have to cross multiply these two. Okay, so that is tau equal to I into, this is ceased, this part is ceased, and we are doing only this cross product, other two component, 3 2 ja 6, 4 1 ja minus 4. In the middle this we have to take minus, okay, minus j, and this is freeze. Now the I k components, I k numbers we have to do, means magnitudes, 2 2 ja 4, 3 4 ja 12, and next plus k we have to take place only. And when you are doing k, apart from the k we have to do ij coefficients, that is 2 1 ja 2 and 3 3 ja 9. So this is the way we have to follow the method of determination. Now tau equal to, this is a vector I, 6 minus 4 is gives us 2i, and here 4 minus 12 is nothing but minus 8, minus into minus plus eij, and 2 minus 9 minus 7, so minus 7k. Therefore I got the result as a vector quantity. What is the result I got? Vector quantity result I got. Means when I am doing the cross product of two vectors, I am getting the vector only as a result. That is the actual difference between the dot product and cross product. Actually people thinks that both are like multiplication only, no. So still, but there are the components of there are the some vectors, physical quantities, which gives product in different manner. So product of two vectors gives us scalar dot product, and vector product of two vectors gives us is vector quantity only, that is we call as cross product. Simply we'll write cross as like this. Okay, this is the best example to understand the vector product basically. Usually in this case you wanted to represent any angle and all, same like from the basic angle, that is sine angle, that which we have taken, let us say P cross Q are the two vectors that equal to modulus of P and Q sine theta. So you wanted to find the angle, so we can find sine theta equal to P cross Q by modulus of P and modulus of Q. So that is theta equal to sine inverse to P cross Q by modulus of P and Q. So this is the angle between the two vectors which are in cross product. Okay, this we can use as angle. Okay, this is a cross product and that was a dot product. This is the difference. If you understand this applicable in a rotatory motion most of the case, that is applicable in work and wherever the dot product is used. Okay, this much is enough to apply in a case of physics for us generally. Okay, if you know this, only we can able to study the rotatory motion system of particles in 11th standard. If you know dot product, then only you can understand the work and dot concept things in the 11th standard. Okay, these are important, don't avoid that. Okay, always it is helpful in physics to understand easy manner. Okay, please subscribe my video. Thank you very much. Thank you.